Hello and welcome to the It's Rain Crafts podcast. My name is Raina and I'll be talking to you today. Today is September 2nd, 2015 on Wednesday, and I wanted to apologize for the brief hiatus that I took, coming back and getting ready for preschool, and I had some technical issues with my computer. So now I have a brand new computer. Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it. I won't go into the what happened with it, but I'm married to an IT guy, and he said when he says it's dead, it's dead. So anyway, came back from California. I had a very nice trip, and Kellen started preschool, pre-K this year, and he's enjoying it very much. He's only on his third day now. He started last Friday, and he 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 loves school, and he loves his teacher, and he loves his friends, and I think that he was very bored over the summer. Come August, he was not acting his usual self, and so anyway, let's get into the knitting. So since I took my brief hiatus, I have a lot to show you. So the first is the Bankheads that I finished. This is out of Lion Brand Heartland yarn in the Redwood colorway. I don't think I'm going to sell this. I think that I'm going to keep it or give it to a friend. It has a few little errors on it. Sorry, my nose is itchy. And I think I'm going to fix my little errors and decide what I'm going to do with it, because I have enough hats, red hats, and I don't need another one. So there's that. I think it's very cute. I like the color. The color is more vibrant than it shows up on the thing. And I finished most of my Christmas gifts. I can't show them to you in case anybody watches my podcast that I knitted for. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So the next is I finished, but I can show you my nephew's gifts, because I finished my 3 hats for my nephews and my son. This is out of Red Heart Soft. I used 2 strands on the Nifty Knitter Loom for the hats, because 1 strand was not enough, and 2 strands is better than 1, and it gets really cold in the winter here, especially in February. So I want my nephews and my son to stay warm. But I made them scarves too, out of 1 strand of Red Heart, and I had to go on eBay and order another skein of this, because I wanted them all to be the same length and the same width, and I didn't want to start any nephew drama, because they're 7, 3, and Kel's gonna be 5. So, and then and Tucker's favorite color is this blue too. So I was very happy when I found the color. I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'll order that. The next is my Toradon cow I made for me. I think I'm going to make a couple more of these for Christmas. I can't show you the yarn. I I joined in a knit along, and I will talk more about that later. But this is my Tordon cow. You can see it. It turned out very pretty, and I can't wait for it to get cooler so I can wear it. Now I gotta find myself a hat to make so I can go with it. But and then the next, I was in Santa Cruz with my mother, and we went to a yarn store there. I think it's the Golden Skein, the first one we went to. And I saw this yarn, and it automatically reminded me of strawberry shortcake. So, this is the yarn. I was like, oh my god, it's strawberry shortcake! I was so excited. And it has grains, and it just totally reminded me. So I cast it on a pair of Rose City rollers. Sorry, my sock is coming off. And I just completed these last week when I so I had the first sock done, and then I cast it on the second sock, and now I'm casted on another pair, but it's for Christmas, and I'm not going to show you because the person that watches the I know somebody who watches the podcast who they're for, so there's that. And the sock blockers are Knitter's Pride, and the aqua. I figured I knit a lot of socks. It's better to get a pair of sock blockers, invest in a pair of sock blockers now. So while I was in Santa Cruz that day with my mother, we went to 2 yarn shops, and then we stopped at a brewery to drink beer and knit. And we were leaving Santa Cruz that night, and I realized that I didn't have her Zaubersball socks with me. So I was like, oh my god, I lost your socks. But I gave her the old socks that I was knitting on, the purple and the gold and the black. Excuse me while I have a sip of my coffee. But I said, that's fine, I'll just give you the other ones. And she liked them, and they fit her, so I'm making her another pair for Christmas. Out of the same yarn, not the old socks, but she had a Crazy Zaubersball in the same colorway. And I just, she gave it to me so I could make her socks. And I thought that was very nice. But, they're at the brewery or somewhere, and if someone, I hope that someone knows how to knit socks, or, you know, I don't know. I had my own pattern in my head, and I was just going through, and it's just like, I was halfway done. I was on the gusset. So, anyway, I casted on some new projects while I was, when I came home, and, I tend to have 2 socks at a time now. You know, I have one pair, and I'm doing 1 pair, and then I have 2 pairs of socks, put it that way. So I did the Rose City rollers in the pink, and then I completed this one. This is Mother Frogging yarn that I got when I was at the Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet Festival. It's not yet blocked, but its mate is in my Dialect bag. And I'm on the gusset decreases right now, so that'll take a while. And the pink yarn is Plymouth happy feet. And it's funny because when I looked on the label, it said it was from Bristol, Pennsylvania, and that's outside Philadelphia, I think. Anyway, it's not too far from here, and I thought it was funny. So let's get to the stash enhancement. I got some project bags, and I got some yarn, and so I got this when I was on Imagine It, this Cascade big wheel. It's pinks and it's grays. It looks purple on the camera, but it's grays and it's whites, and I think it's pretty, and I have the person in mind, and I'm going to use this for next year. And so, I don't know what I'm going to make out of it. I have, now that I go on Ravelry and I search what yarn I'm going to use and all that fun stuff. All with the ice. When I go on Ravelry and I search the yarn, and then I see what other people made out of it to not rejuvenate, but to give me ideas about what to make. And then when I was on my way home, this came in the mail. So I have two in two different colorways, but I'm going to knit something out of those. I don't know what yet, but I figured that I have a year or something to do with it. So, and then when we were at Green Planet Yarn one day, I found this yarn, and I fell in love with it because of the color. This is Blue Sky Alpaca, 50 alpaca, 50 wool, and it's in the Atlantis colorway. It's like a tealy blue. It's like a turquoise. It's beautiful, and I think I'm going to make a cowl out of it. Only it's 45 yards, and I don't know what kind of cowl I can make out of one skein of 45 yard yarn that I can make out of it. But and then I found this because I had this in mind. This is Peyton's roving wool in the yellow. I'm just going to make a worm hat out of this, and make a cowl out of this, and wear them together, because I think it would be very beautiful to wear together. But and then when we were in Santa Cruz that one day, I got this project bag. There's a bird on it. It's very cute. It's just a little project bag that I can keep my stuff in, my projects in, and I should probably put that in my project bag basket, because since I've been home, I've been organizing stuff, and I've been teaching myself how to spin on my drop spindle. I have some fiber from when I went to Pearl Lessons a couple years ago, and they gave me during my spinning lesson. So I'm trying to teach myself how to spin, so I can make yarn and make beautiful stuff out of yarn. I'm so enabled by Instagram, which reminds me, I got this fiber when I was in Santa Cruz. This is Ashley's Fibers. It's pinks and it's orange and it's green and it's purple and oh, I'm just like so in love with it. And I put it away in my drawer because I don't want to spin with that yet. I want to use my practice fiber to see if I really know how to spin. So that's what I'm doing, and I forgot what was along. So the Curious Handmade podcast by Helen Stewart has a make your own wardrobe along, and now that I cast it on my sweater from Hannah Fennig, I am participating in that. It runs from August 7th to October 31st, and it's anything handmade wardrobe. It's, sweaters, tops. I don't really know the details. I just pulled it from the Ravelry board. So that's what I'm participating in because I think it's really fun. And I cast it on my sweater on August 19th. So I'm only 2 rows in, so I can't really show you how my progress yet. I'm going to my yarn store tonight and having my friend Lisa help me walk me through because she's made a couple sweaters out of the same sweater that I'm making. So, and then the next one is the L Shop Work Along. This is September 1st through November 30th, and it's from the Mastering the Knits podcast. You can anything you knit, crochet, bake, anything, any form of making. You can participate in this. So I casted on 3 projects last night, 3 Christmas gifts for family members, and I am going to participate in that. So my mother already knows that I'm making her a pair of Rose City rollers out of the same yarn that I lost in Santa Cruz. So other than that, other things that have been going on. I talked about Cal starting preschool and how much he loves it again. And then my trip to California was good, and I didn't have my Swift with me, so I had to untangle a bunch of yarn to start my Rose City roller, my strawberry shortcake Rose City roller. Oh, whips! I forgot about that. So I showed you the finished sock that I did in my Doctor Who bag. So this is the mate to my my other sock. I'm on the gusset decreases. I'm about 11 rows in, and I count. I do the math before I do the gusset. So I have I'd say about 12 more rows to go before I knit the foot. But that's one. And then I'm knitting this hat for the craft show. It's the same hat that I made out of the red hat, but this one's blue and green, and it's out of Red Heart Shimmer. I always get tangled with this yarn. this goes through here, Raina. This is on the Martha Stewart loom. But I think that this is very pretty, and you know, I buy yarn and sometimes I don't know what I'm going to make with it, and then I see a pattern online and it's just like, that is the yarn that I'm going to make out of that. So that that happens way too often. But anyway, I think that's all that I have for now. You can email me, and oh, another thing. I was thinking about starting a Ravelry group. What do you think about, you know, I'm not on Ravelry very much. I participate in some of the forums. But I'm not like an expert Ravelry user. So, I was thinking about that to get more viewers from the podcast. So, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.